Welcome back to Sip the Tally Films, and I'm your host, Coach Evans. And today we're going to tackle the anomaly that is Kayshon Boutte, the LSU wide receiver. Was number 7 last year, number 1 the year before. There's not a lot of people that lose money at the combine, but per the experts, this guy potentially lost some money at the combine. Ran a 4.5. His vert was 29. Broad jump 9.10. Prospect grade 6.29 out of 8. Which that seems like a good number as far as a prospect grade. But if you listen to the pundits, this cat, he didn't make himself any money, this week at the combine. Let's look at last week at the combine. Let's look at his catch chart. You see, he did most of his damage over the middle. 92.5% from 10 to 20 yards over the middle. 72.4% from 0 to 10 yards over the middle, 130 yards, 138 yards. And he got little spot catches, throughout that. But most of his damage was done up the middle because LSU ran him on a whole bunch of slants because of their RPO game. But let's get into the film of what I saw, what I liked, what I didn't like. And let's, put a bow tie on Kayshon Boutte. And I'm not going to even mention the other stuff. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go look it up. All right, if this is your first time here, please hit the like button. And if you really like what you see, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you'll be notified when these videos drop. With that being said, let's get into the video. Now we'll do this. If there's a certain individual you want to see me do, and if you're a Patreon of the channel, make that known and we'll get that to you. If I can find a film on that person, we'll get it done. If you're a Patreon member and you want to see a certain guy, certain draft breakdown or a certain prospect breakdown, let that be known and we'll start doing that from now up until the draft. But let's get into Kayshon Boutte's film. Playing versus UCLA. And if you're supposed to be the guy, you got to make these. If you're the guy at LSU is known for receivers because, he's a direct son, so to speak, of Jamar and Justin Jefferson. He's a direct son of those guys. They make these catches. You got to make them too. If you're going to be the dude or a dude. Versus UCLA, you got to make these catches. You got to. And again, you're going to get good and bad from Kayshon Boutte because it's just a mixed pot of stuff. It's like he play when he want to. And when he want to play, he's a certified dog. But the thing is, when he want to play. And the reason I say that because there are plays where you can almost tell it's a run play by the way he released off the ball. Let's go to the second play. Bottom of your screen. Okay, release, but he set that up perfectly with the referee. None little end cut. Set it up perfectly. Pushed it to the depth of the referee. Used the referee as a pick, which is a great screen, a great legal screen. Off to the races. A great legal screen. Off to the races. So this lets me know that he ain't no dummy. He ran that route to the depth. Put the referee in a position where he really couldn't get out the way because referees are athletes. Check the merch for an athlete shirt. And he couldn't get out the way. Third play. And you slide at the top. And this is the one play out of the 4 games I watched that he actually worked with the quarterback on scramble drill. Because a lot of times on scramble drill, like right now, the quarterback scrambling. And this is what would happen. This is what I would see happening, when I watched these 4 games. The quarterback would scramble this way, and he some kind of way go that way. Or the quarterback would scramble this way, and he some kind of way go the opposite way. Like he would always go to the opposite direction of the QB. This is the first time he actually worked with the QB and on the scramble drill. And it's not even really a scramble drill, honestly. He just working to an open spot because the quarterback's still in the pocket. But it didn't happen much. He kind of either just stood around or went the opposite direction. And I complain. But then he'll show up. I'm going to complain about this too. Look at this release. Chop. Not even chop. You just come to balance. Don't give him no hip action, no head action. Just try to push him off. So he jams you up. Not only does he jams you up, he run you to the sideline. So now there's no room to get you the ball, even if the quarterback wanted to get it to you. You got to be better than this at the line of scrimmage. I don't know who this corner is. I don't know if he's a draft prospect. But if Boutte wants to be a NFL guy and not just be a 1 year and out, he has to be a lot better than this. A lot better than this at the line of scrimmage. If you take a Sauce Gardner, Jair Alexander, some of them guys, well, eat his lunch. If he's this easy to jam and ride to that sideline. Because them cats in the NFL gonna use that sideline to their advantage. Now again, this is another example, and I didn't even think to mention this. Quarterback's kind of out the pocket. Watch him. Watch, he's just gonna kind of hover. Just gonna kind of hover right there. He don't come back down the side. Like, you could at least work back down the sideline and help the quarterback out. Just gonna hover right there. See him just hovering. I mean, they get a catch to a guy, but damn. Next play. Bottom of your screen. Hope that blue line disappeared. But see, like I said, complain, then you get this out of him. Watch this. Boom, makes that guy miss, and explodes for the touchdown. I'm saying, when he wants to do it, or when he knows he's like the number one option, a different cat. Just totally made these DBs look bad. This same number one that jammed him up, a play ago. So you're going to still form him, still form another guy, then explode to the end zone. Again, like I said, I was complaining. Then he'll do something spectacular. This play right here, I think this is his blocking play. And he's a willing blocker when he want to. Look at that, when he want to. I love the physicality. When he want to. But it's not consistent enough. It's not consistent enough for me to be a top guy, at least. To be a top guy. Go to the next one. Then you slide again right here. And again, the route is horrible. He tries to do like the D-line jump cut, the jump slap, when they trying to rush the quarterback. That's what that looked like. So now Seven's riding him. Luckily, he got a little separation on the cut. And the quarterback threw him a dime. But the good thing is toe tap. Now, what I can say is, much as I'm going to complain, or much as I complain while watching him live, the son gun got some hands. I can't knock that. Son gun hands A1. Hands top of the line. The rest of this game is suspect. When he wants to play, is top of the line, but he just don't want to play all the time. At least that's what I see. But his hands A1. Watch his feet too right here on his toe drag swag. He got this part of the game down pat. Again, the route was crappy. He got a little separation on the break. Boom. Straight hands. 1 foot, 2 feet. Some stuff you can't coach. Top of your screen. Again, this is kind of laxical blocking. Remember, he blocked hard the other one play, and then you come back with this crap. Like, what is this? It's trash. That's what it is. It's trash. But then you come back and you'll get a good route because he the primary. Sit down. And he ain't get great separation, which I understand. But because his hand's so good, and his feet so good. It's a good placement on the ball too. That's probably one of the better balls the LSU quarterback threw all 4 games I watched too, though. That's probably one of the better balls he threw. But again, a lot of bitching, a lot of complaining about, his game and playing when he want to. But then someone's gonna come and do something like this. And there was a couple people watching this with me live, and I was amazed. Like, I had went on to the next play. I didn't even realize the end zone view. Maybe I could see what happened. And this end zone view for this in particular play was trash. So we really ain't gonna see what's happening. So we can't even really stop it, right? Like, you see this guy jumping, see this guy over there, but I don't know where the ball is. And how did he happen to catch that? I have no freaking idea. No freaking idea. But again, all that complaining I did about him and doing the live stream, then he'll pop up and make plays. So he flash. He's just not consistent. He's just not consistent. But again, I needed to see how he caught that ball in that Auburn game. And there it is right there. Like, the DBs just completely misjudged it, and the quarterback made a good throw. The safety guy is not in position to get it. The corner just straight misjudged it. And Boutte, like I said, he got good hands. As much as I complain about his game and whatnot, this guy got good hands, and he made a hell of a play right here. A hell of a play. Let's get into his scores. All right, the scores for Kayshon Boutte. He got a 77 out of 80 for hands. Like I said, this son got hands. There's no doubt about that. Routes and releases, he got a 61. IQ, 63. Game speed, 60. Yak, he got a 75. That puts him at a total score for me, 67.2. And that will put him last out of receivers I've done so far. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 8 out of 8. So Kayshon Boutte is 8 out of 8 with a total score of 67.2 for me. And again, that's very inconsistent. And then had a crappy combine. Don't bode well for my guy Kayshon Boutte. But again, people were asking about him, so he's done. Again, if you're a Patreon and there's a certain person you want to see, let me know so I can try to find the film and get it out to you. Like the video. If you really like what you saw, subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified when this content drops. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I appreciate all the new Patreons. I want to get a shout out to you guys soon. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate you. Peace.